Yeah. Started. So, is my screen is visible for you guys?
Yes, Firoz.
Topic is open item management in SAP. So, before getting to the topic, let me just clear that this is the simplest topic, but it is most useful topic for both from the point of end user and the point of consultant as well. Okay. So now let us know what is open item management in SAP. So in generally technical point of view, this is just a checkbox in control tab of GL master data creation, which is we create in T code FS00. Many of us already have seen that checkbox about to line item display in control data field, and before below to that there will be sort key also there, right? So now let's know from the functional point of view. So it would be control all outstandings which will be received from customers and pay to vendors, government authorities, employees, in and each and every line item of respective GL account reports. It should be give clear report to understand whether we have paid this GL or invoice or it is still due. So which line item invoice has to be paid to vendor and received from customers. So these red and green symbols mentioned will be appear in standard report like FBL3N. If we go to FBL3N, so this is to know GL entry is GL entry open and all items visible to view open items, open, close, clear, and all items also. So someone please put your mics mute. Okay. Yes. So open item management is monitoring all the outstanding balances in the system. So in real time, end users will create some provisions for the month ends. Let's say for salaries, for rents, for audit fees payments, and we'll have many other. Someone again, please put your mics in mute. Okay. Lakshmi Narayana garu also, please put your mic mute. Okay. So in real time, end users will create some provisions for month ends like salaries, rents, which actually not not incurred into the company, not incurred into the financial statements currently, but we have to pay in the month end. So for those kind of GLs also, open item management will be activated. So I'll explain further also to understand more what is open item management. So for down payments methods, partial, residual. Let's say when we bought something from the vendor, which is actually huge value, we bought for down payment. So the remaining amount will be in due items. To indicate which is a due item, which is open and clear, this open item management field will be helpful, right? if we select the OIM indicator in master data records for an account, it will activate the OIM. So in control data tab, at the time of GL creation, there is OIM indicator in control data. So just must activate OIM for all the payables and receivables. It can control both payables and receivables. Suppose on particular date, we're gonna receive some commission or interest from the bank. For those also, we can create GLs in OIM activate. The GLs will clear in the future. Those GLs will covered in OIM. Provisions like rent and salary will come under OIM. So for GL's view, we can use the T code is FBL3N. Now let's just understand by GL creation in FS00. Go to FS00, create any GL in the header of current liability. So for all the outstanding payables, we create in current liability header, right? In that, create any GL in the header account of current assets for receivables. If we gonna create for receivables, we'll create in current assets. Now, in control data tab, click the checkbox of open item management indicator here. So also click the only balances in local currency. So I have researched this only balances in local currency also, and I'll explain in the last, right? Okay, guys. So generally, this is the overview. Simple concept. In FS00, for all the outstanding balances, for all the provisions like rent, salary, for anything, down payments, residual payments, partial payment, before making the entry, we create GL master data in FS00. Here we just click the checkbox of open item management, right? So as of now, it is clear. It's no much difficulty in understanding. This is a simple concept. We are just clicking the open item management for all the outstanding, which gonna payable in the coming future or in the coming future, which we receive from the banks or any vendors, any authorities, tax authorities, like that. So what kind of accounts we can manage in open item management? Let me zoom it. So these are the major accounts we can monitor through open item management. First one is bank clearing GL accounts. All bank subledgers like bank incoming payments and outgoing payment. GL account must be selected as open item management, and it will be help us for bank reconciliation purpose also. So to monitor, as I said earlier, to monitor all the outstanding balances and receivables, we need to activate the open item management. By activating the open item management, we can easily identify the due and cleared items, right? So this will be absolutely helps in reconciliation purpose also. Generally, we do reconciliation to to know the correctness and to know the accuracy statements, financial statements, to make accurate financial statements also. This feature of open item management is helpful. So the next thing is payable GL accounts, like salary is payable, commission payable, wages payable, freight payable, and other tax related GL accounts like VAT payable must be selected as open item management. It will be guide to FI department line item was tracking whether outstanding line items are paid to vendors, employees, and authorities or not, right? So like salary payable, generally in some cases like festival holidays, the date first in the month will be declared as holidays. So in that cases, HR departments actually going to pay one day earlier salaries to the employees. In that cases, uh, creating salaries payable GL and activating open item management will be the most useful concept to make payments on the particular day, right? The next thing is commission payable, wages payable, freight payable, and other tax related GL accounts. Like so, in some cases, like we have will be having a due date like electricity bill, like telephone bills, and VAT tax payments. So in that cases also we can create the provisions. So generally for provisions, there is another concept also there in SAP, that is called accrual concept. Accrual concept actually, we create a provision in the month ends for a particular day, and the next first day itself we need to reverse the document and make again. But here in open item management, this will automatically deduct the payments on the particular day which we create the GL due date, but no need to make reversal. We can, when only we till the time of we clear, it will show in the red. That means it is not cleared yet, right? So that is the difference between accrual and open item. I hope you guys understand. If you guys not understand, I'll cover again in the last. GRIR clearing occurs. You can easily recognize your contingency liability status of GRIR accounts. If you activated OA management, we can monitor GRIR clearing also through open item management, right? How much inventory we have and how much stock we received. These things can also be monitored by open item management, and also IR, invoice receipts, whether the invoice has been posted or payment done or not. Also, we can monitor through open item management. So now let's discuss the example entries, GL posting. So on a date 31st of December 2021, we are going to create a salary provision. So salary account debtor 5 lakh, creditor salary payable account 5 lakh. On 31st December, we have created this general ledger with the T code help of FB50 or F-02. So we can create in both the T codes. So what is it is slightly easier because it has only single screen data entry. But in F-02, there will be dual screens. We need to give data multiple times, right? This is just a difference, but the concept is absolutely same. Now we have created a general ledger on date 31st 12th December 2021. So the next day itself, it means the first day of next posting period, we are going to make the payment posting. Now the entry is salary payable account 5 lakh data to cash or bank account 5 lakh. Now once after the full payment done, the document will be cleared, right? So once after making the payment, now this document shows as clear, shows in cleared items in FBL3N. Till the time of not payment done, this will be shown in open items. By activating the open item management, this will be visible in FBL3N as a open item. So for the T code for payment posting for GL is F-06. In F-06, this is for outgoing payments. F-06 is for outgoing payments. Now, debit account and credit account set off and null if after the clearing. Till then, the document will show in red open. It means not cleared. So, on date 31st 12th, the 31st December 2021, we have created a provision by the name of salary payable 5 lakh. So now this salary payable creditor becomes debitor here while making the payment, right? It means it is set off. Now we are going to make the payment through cash or bank. Generally, we make payment through bank only. It means credit becomes debit, right? It is set off null if. So now let's now from the point of receivables entry. Receivables also we are going to make the same procedure GL posting. On 5th January 2021, we are going to receive a rent. So generally company have assets also, right? So like constructions, complex buildings, like some infrastructure, we hand over to some other third parties on the basis of lease or rent. So those amounts also treated as receivables. So the example entry is on 5th January 2020, 55,000 will be receivable. For that, we are creating some receivables general ledger through open item management to just remind ourselves to just have a make sure that this will not be skipped. This will not, the date will not be skipped. We are making a due date for them who are going to pay us, right? So the T code is FB50 or F-02. The same T codes we use. The same T codes we use for creating receivables also. For receivables entry posting, but here payment posting T code will be different. F-07 on 10th January 2022. It means right after 5 days we have received the payment through bank 55,000 to rent receivables account 55,000. So in the same way, this is also set off. Payment has been received. I've just posted a entry of salary account to salary payable account. This is how it looks in our SAP screen when we creating a GL, which actually activated open item management. So now let's know from the open item management for partial clearing. For this, I have created one Excel sheet. That is, this is a vendor invoice. Okay. In partial payment method, we are clearing this vendor. Till now, we have just I just spoken about from the point of GL entry posting. Now, this is vendor invoice posting. So for some large value of amount purchases, we create a GL and we make payments to in a down payment methods, right? So we are not affording that lakhs of value machinery or any assets or any something purchasing. So that is the reason we purchase in an installment method. On 31st December 2021, we have purchased something. We have got the invoice also. That is packing material purchase. The amount is 15 lakh. Now, by the time of creating invoice, the document number we generated is 10. So this will show in open because we have not paid it. The document just opened and not yet paid. So on the same, this is the entry for invoice posting, packing material, payment posting, packing material account 15 lakh data creditor data 2, vendor 1 account. So now on date 1st 2022 January, we are making 5 lakh payment through bank. Now the document number generated 11. Even after paying 5 lakhs, still it is showing in open because we have activated the open item management. Again on 5th January, we are making 5 lakhs. On 10th, still open. So finally on 10th January, we are making the final payment, last 5 lakh in standard method payment mode, we clearing. So that time the document number is 13. Now in FB L1N, it will be shown as clear. So till the time of completely clearing any invoice or GL, this will be shown in open item management only, because we have activated OIM indicator for that particular GL, right? So in partial, this is a partial payment mode. Okay, so I have not made residual payment mode example, but I can tell in just orally. సో మనకి పార్షియల్లో వచ్చేసి 15 lakh లో 5 lakh పేమెంట్ చేసినప్పుడు 5 lakh పేమెంట్ అయింది, 10 lakh మనకి అలాగే పెండింగ్ ఉంది అని చెప్పేసి మనకి డాక్యుమెంట్ వ్యూ చూపిస్తూ ఉంటుంది పార్షియల్లో. తర్వాత ఇంకొక 5 lakh చేసినప్పుడు ఇంకో 10 lakh అయింది, 15 lakh ఏమో అక్కడ పైన ఓపెన్లోనే ఉంటుంది. ఫస్ట్ ఇన్వాయిస్ 15 lakh ఏమో అలాగే ఓపెన్లో ఉంటుంది, 5 lakh పేమెంట్ అయినట్టుగా చూపిస్తుంది కింద లైన్ ఐటమ్. తర్వాత ఇంకో 5 lakh, బట్ అక్కడ 15 lakh మాత్రం అలాగే రెడ్లో ఉంటుంది. టిల్ మనం మొత్తం పేమెంట్ చేసేంత వరకు కూడా ఆ 15 lakh అలాగే ఓపెన్లో ఉంటుంది పార్షియల్ పేమెంట్ మెథడ్లో. రెసిడ్యువల్కి వచ్చేసరికి ఏమవుతుందంటే 15 lakh గాను మనం ఫస్ట్ ఇన్స్టాల్మెంట్లో 5 lakh పేమెంట్ చేసినప్పుడు 15 lakh ఇన్వాయిస్ క్లోజ్ అయిపోయింది, పేమెంట్ అయిపోయింది అన్నట్టుగా చూపిస్తుంది. ఓకే, అలాగే చూపించి 10 lakh కొత్త ఇన్వాయిస్ జనరేట్ అవుతుంది, రైట్? సింపుల్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్. పార్షియల్లో ఏమో 15 lakh ఇన్వాయిస్కి 5 lakh పేమెంట్ చేసినా కూడా 15 lakh అలాగే ఓపెన్లో ఉంటుంది, బట్ కింద 5 lakh పేమెంట్ అయింది అన్నట్టుగా ఉంటుంది. వన్స్ మనం పూర్తిగా పేమెంట్ చేసిన తర్వాత 15 lakh ఇన్వాయిస్ క్లోజ్ అయిపోతుంది. బట్ రెసిడ్యువల్కి వచ్చేసరికి ఏమవుతుందంటే 15 lakh కానీ 5 lakh మనం పేమెంట్ చేసినప్పుడు 15 lakh ఇన్వాయిస్ క్లోజ్ అయిపోయేసి పేమెంట్ అయిపోయిందని అక్కడ క్లోజ్ అయిపోయేసి క్లియర్ అని చూపించేసి 10 lakh కొత్తగా ఇన్వాయిస్ జనరేట్ అవుతుంది, అంతే. దిస్ ఈజ్ ద సింపుల్ డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ పార్షియల్ అండ్ రెసిడ్యువల్, రైట్? హోప్ యూ గైస్ గాట్ ఇట్. అండ్ నౌ as of now we just understand the concept from the perspective of end user. So now the time to understand from the point of consultant level. Okay, this is now I am going to show the process to activate open item management for GLs which consists multiple entries posted. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎలా అంటే మనము ఒక జిఎల్ ముందుగానే తెలుసు, మనం ఒక వెండర్తో ఒక హ్యూజ్ ఒక 50 lakh రూపీ పర్చేస్ చేయబోతున్నప్పుడు మనం డౌన్ పేమెంట్ మెథడ్లో కొనాలి అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఆ పర్టిక్యులర్ మెషినరీకి ఆ పర్టిక్యులర్ పర్చేస్కి ఒక జిఎల్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటాం జనరలీ. సో చేసుకునేటప్పుడు మనం డౌన్ పేమెంట్ మెథడ్లో చేయబోతున్నాం అని తెలుసు కాబట్టి మనం అది మనకి అవుట్ స్టాండింగ్ పేమెంట్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి మానిటర్ చేయడం కోసం మనం ఎంత చేసాము, రికాన్సిలేషన్ పర్పస్ కోసం కూడా మనం ఎంత చేసాము, ఎంత పెండింగ్ ఉంది అని తెలుసుకోవడం కోసం మనం ముందుగానే జిఎల్ మాస్టర్ డేటా క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు కంట్రోల్ డేటా ఫీల్డ్లో ఓపెన్ ఐటమ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ని టిక్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఓకే, సో దానివల్ల మానిటరింగ్ అనేది చాలా ఈజీ అయిపోతుంది. నా ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఇఫ్ మనం ఇవ్వకుండా మనం అక్కడ ఓపెన్ ఐటమ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ చెక్ బాక్స్ టిక్ చేయకుండా యాక్టివేట్ చేయకుండా మనం ఆ పర్టికులర్ జిఎల్లో 1 కాదు 2 కాదు మల్టిపుల్ ఎంట్రీస్ ఆల్రెడీ పోస్ట్ చేసేసాం అనుకున్నాం. పోస్ట్ చేసేసినప్పుడు ఆ జిఎల్ని మనం ఓపెన్ ఐటమ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ కిందకి తీసుకురావాలి అనుకుంటున్నాం. అలా చేయాలి అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఇది ప్రాసెస్. T code, the T code is FAGL_activate_OP. It is absolutely possible to maintain open item management for all the pre-existed GLs which has already entry posted, right? So the above T code to control open item management which missed to activate while creating the GLs. మనం ముందుగా జిఎల్ మాస్టర్ డేటా క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మిస్ అయిన వాటికి ఈ టీ కోడ్ ద్వారా యాక్టివేట్ చేయొచ్చు. యాక్టివేట్ చేసి ఆ జిఎల్లో ఎంట్రీ అయిన అన్ని ఎంట్రీస్కి ఈ ఓపెన్ ఐటమ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ యాక్టివేట్ చేయొచ్చు, రైట్? సో దిస్ ఈస్ అ కాన్సెప్ట్. FAGL_activate_OP టీ కోడ్ మనం ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇలా వస్తుంది స్క్రీన్, right? This is a screen. Now we can select the particular GL which we actually want to switch to open item management field and just execute, just give business area and profit center also. We can make it this profit center as a suppress in field status control. Okay, so this is the up to this only I have gathered the information and made research. If you yes, I said one thing, right? What is local balance in currency? Actually ఇందాక చెప్పేటప్పుడు లాస్ట్లో చెప్తాను అన్నాను కదా, లోకల్ బ్యాలెన్స్ కరెన్సీ మనం ఎప్పుడైతే కొన్ని ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ లైక్ అసెట్స్ పర్చేస్ చేస్తాము, లేకపోతే పర్టికులర్ కంట్రీకి పర్చేస్ చేసేటప్పుడు మనం లోకల్ కరెన్సీని మాత్రమే టిక్ చేసుకుంటాం. లోకల్ కరెన్సీ కాకుండా మనకి ఇంకా రెండు ఉన్నాయి, గ్రూప్ కరెన్సీ అండ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షనల్ కరెన్సీ అని. సో ఆ రెండు ఏంటంటే ఓవరాల్గా మన మొత్తం ఫర్మ్లో అన్ని ప్లాంట్స్కి ఒకే కరెన్సీని మెయింటైన్ చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు మనం గ్రూప్ కరెన్సీ ఇస్తాము, ఇది టిక్ చేయము. అండ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షనల్ కరెన్సీ ఓన్లీ పర్టికులర్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్కి మాత్రమే మనం అనుకున్నప్పుడు కూడా ఇది టిక్ చేయము. సో దట్స్ ఆల్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. You have any doubts, please ask me. I'll try to address the doubts. Hope you guys understand the concept.
మరి ఈ రోజు నుంచి అయితే వేస్ట్ ఉంది. అట్లే అనుకో, ఆమెను అడిగితే
నైస్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్.
ఆ రోజు నుంచే కౌంట్.
ఫరోజ్ నైస్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్.
Okay. Santosh, could you please put your mic off?
మాక్సిమం 10 మంది ఉంటాం అంతే కదా, సరే తీసుకురా.
సంతోష్ ఇది అసలు ఆఫ్ అవుట్లో చూడు ఒకసారి.
అది అవ్వదలా అని చెప్పినా నీకు. నేనేం చెప్పినా నీకు, స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ చేసి స్విచ్ ఆన్ చేసి
చేశాను అయినా అలా
అవుతుంది. రీస్టార్ట్ చేసావా? ఏం స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ చేసి ఆన్ చేసావు?
ల్యాప్కి స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ చేయడానికి ఇదే కదా